Hey guys, how we doing today? This is Walu at Best Web Hosting for WordPress.net, and in this A2 Hosting review, I wanted to help you guys to see which of A2 Hosting's web hosting packages is best for you. If you've ever wanted to create a website online, a blog, maybe using WordPress, you may not know the best way to go about doing it, being that there's so many different web hosting providers that are online, and A2 Hosting is obviously amongst them. So I'm going to tell you guys what I personally think about A2 Hosting. I'm going to tell you which plan that I'm currently using, with their platform, and also again the benefits that come with using their plans versus with other competitors that are out there. If that sounds like a plan, we're going to get this A2 hosting tutorial off to a really great start. But if you guys are new here to this channel for Best Web Hosting for WordPress.net, hit the subscribe button right below, guys, along with the bell, and that way any future videos that I put up, you'll be sure to receive them. Periodically, I will release videos on WordPress, how to create WordPress websites. In fact, in the very next video, I'm going to take you guys by the hand, step by step, through the process of creating a WordPress website using A2 hosting. So if you guys would like to see that, hit the like button right now. And again, subscribe, and that way I have your support on this channel. Okay, guys? So today, primarily, we're just going to focus in on the different plans that A2 hosting has. I'm going to go over the benefits, the pricing, things of that nature, and tell you about the ups and downs of each. And again, let you know which one that I feel is best. But of course, it's all up to you guys, and really to see what your budgets will allow for. All right. So the very first thing that you want to do, guys, is click the link that's right below in the descriptions portion of this video. And that way, when you click it, you guys will get 66% off of your web hosting today. Some amazing deals with A2 hosting that they're allowing us to offer you guys on this channel. But to take advantage of them, click the links that are right below. When you open them, it'll bring you right to this very page for A2 hosting, where you guys have access to some major discounts with their web hosting, up to 66% off today. Yes, they are affiliate links, and I do receive credit for them if you do use them, but you guys benefit in a number of ways by receiving a discount. And also, you can learn how to create a WordPress website using A2 hosting, and you don't have to go and pay like a developer, like thousands of dollars to do it for you. All right. So A2 hosting has several different types of web hosting. I'm not going to go over all of them. There's shared web hosting, which is the cheapest, which I recommend for beginners if this is your very first website online. There's WordPress hosting, which has more bells and whistles. Very similar to shared, but has more bells and whistles and resources right there. There's VPS and dedicated, which is really for people that have high volumes of traffic, and you really want like your own personal server to be able to cater to that. If you're a beginner online, you don't need VPS nor dedicated hosting, so I would just stay away from those for right now. But as your website starts to grow over time and you put out more content, more relevant content for the search engines, naturally you will receive increased volumes, of traffic. It happens with every website that's out there. If you're creating unique content, which I highly encourage you to do, and you can scale up, over time, over the next, few months or even years, depending on how you're scaling, your traffic itself. All right. Reseller hosting is really for those that want to create their very own web hosting business. So that's not for you. If you're just interested in creating one website today or a few websites, I recommend just starting with the shared. All right. So when you guys are using the links below, again, it's going to give you that discount. And you'll notice that you will see 4 different web hosting packages that A2 Hosting has. There's a startup, the drive, the turbo boost, and max, each of which has its different set of benefits and resources. And I'll go over briefly what you're getting, with it. What you should know off back is that with any web hosting provider out there, anyone that's out there, be it SiteGround, Bluehost, HostGator, iPage, WP Engine, whatever the web hosting provider is, you're typically looking at 2 prices with any given web hosting provider. One is a introductory rate, a promo pricing, which is what you're seeing right now in bold. This is the discounted rate that you're getting today. versus what it actually costs, which you'll see, right below right here, like the $8.99 for the startup, $11.99 for Drive, and the Turbo Boost $19.99, and Turbo Max of $24.99. The discounted rates are up above. What I recommend that you guys do with any of these plans that you decide to get started with today is to buy more web hosting up front. And that way you'll save both on the front and back end with your web hosting. What happens when you buy web hosting, guys, if you're beginners online and you've never created a website before, what typically happens is if you purchase, say, just 12 months of web hosting, once your 12 months is over, it's just going to revert back to whatever the web hosting costs initially, right? And so if you purchase more web hosting, say 24 months, 36 months, you're going to save a lot of money both on the front and back end. And that way, when it renews, again, you're saving a lot of money, by doing that. So that's what I recommend off the gate. If you're a total beginner, online and you've never created a website or blog before, highly recommend that you guys purchase, 24 or 36 months of web hosting. You'll save a huge amount of money by doing so. When you look at the startup plan, guys, it only allows you to host one website, which is ideal for a beginner. If that's all you need to do for your business or your storefront to create one website, the startup plan is ideal for that. It does come with 100 gigabytes of SSD storage. If you want to move over from another provider that you're currently with, A2 Hosting across the board has free site migrations for free. They will move your website, all your data. They'll transfer it over to their platform for free. If you are into like network marketing, affiliate marketing, like, one of my websites that I have, in fact, best web hosting for WordPress.net is a website that is offering, affiliate marketing, products. And so if you are wanting to create additional websites, you can use the Drive, the Turbo Boost, or even the Max. The real difference between these three following tiers is that the speeds get a lot faster, and you'll be able to create unlimited websites as you move up. As you can see, with the Drive, Turbo Boost, and the Max itself. A2 Hosting has a really great customer support. I really love their chat service. The phone support is great. They're super fast. We're responding to tickets. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee with all of their web hosting packages. So if you feel that at any moment A2 Hosting is not for you, you can contact customer support and get a refund of your web hosting itself. So I highly recommend using A2 Hosting to create your website today. And again, you can take advantage of the links below. So again, if you only need to create one website online, just get started with the startup plan. It's really easy to do. A2 Hosting does something amazing. They will, once you get once you purchase your domain and your web hosting itself, they'll actually install WordPress on your domain for free. They'll do it for you. And they also perform what's called hardening for WordPress, which basically adds like an additional layer of security, if you will. It's like putting on like 3 latex gloves, you know what I mean, for extra protection. That's what they're doing for your website. And that's why I recommend using them, not only for beginners online, but for individuals that may currently host with a web hosting provider and you may be discontent and you want to move your website. I highly recommend just migrating your website over to A2 Hosting to do that. So once you guys get started today with your desired, A2 Hosting plan, you're going to go through the process of setting up your account. It's super easy to do. Once you do that, guys, you are going to gain access to what's called cPanel. A2 Hosting is going to be sending you guys immediately an email that's going to have all of your login credentials. It'll have your cPanel, which I'm going to show you what it looks like in just a moment. They'll give you a temporary password along with a username, and you can change that. Obviously, that way it can be personalized to something that you prefer. All right. So once you get that email, guys, if you have any issues, with that, just drop a comment right below, and I'll be sure to assist you guys with that. All right. Just want to make sure that you get off to a really great start with your website. So once you get your email from A2 Hosting, you're gonna click on that cPanel link, and it's gonna bring you here. So this is A2 Hosting's back office, if you will, the cPanel. This is where you will actually create, your website. This is where the process starts. If you've never created a website online before, as I mentioned to you guys before, there are different CMS platforms that you'll have at your disposal. There's WordPress. There's Joomla, which is really great for like developers. If you're a beginner, you don't want to use Joomla, just stick with WordPress. There's Drupal, as well as some others that are here as well that you can take advantage of. If you drop down, you'll see different subsections of your cPanel itself, where you have resources here to help you to get indexed fast into the search engines. You can add on domains itself, which is really easy to do. You just click here and you can add on the domain. If you have like the Drive or the Turbo Boost or Max, plans, you can't do it with the startup plan. You can only host one website, but you can always upgrade really easily to do it. In fact, when I got started with A2 Hosting, I started off with what was called initially it was called the Lite plan, which is now the startup plan. They've changed the name and they've just added more resources, with that, which I'm really excited about that. So now with the startup plan, I just upgraded with that, and now I have the Drive plan. So that's the plan that I'm using right now. And again, you can start off with the Lite plan. You don't have to start off with Drive or Turbo. Just start off with the Lite plan. If you only need to create one website, guys, and you can just upgrade easily right in your account, for A2 Hosting. It's really easy. So you can set up emails, unlimited emails, with your account itself. You can forward emails from like maybe your A2 Hosting website to maybe your personal email if you want to get it there. You can check how many visitors that are coming to your website, where they're coming from, how they're making it to your website, what keywords they're typing in, things of that nature. You can set up SSL certificates, which are great for like e-commerce stores. Tons of things that you can do, with your cPanel itself. So this is what you guys are gaining access to when you get started today with your A2 Hosting web hosting. Of course, as I went over briefly what they offer, there's a startup, Drive, Turbo Boost, and Max. Just think about your personal budget, your personal goals, online. If you have like a short-term project of like 12 months, just go with the startup plan. But if you're in this for the long haul and you're serious about making money online and you want to create multiple websites, then I recommend, getting started with like the Drive, Turbo Boost, or the Turbo Max. A2 Hosting is a super, super reliable web hosting provider. Haven't had any issues to date, with them. And every time I contact customer service, even with a simple question, they always respond super fast. And so I really love that about them. And again, they're really cheap, inexpensive, and ideal for individuals on a very tight budget. So what I wanted to do is just to go over briefly what A2 Hosting offers. Of course, there are a lot of web hosting providers that are out there, competitors of A2 Hosting, but many of them don't really provide the level of quality and the level of resources that you're getting, with A2 Hosting when you really, compare them. And so they have a lot of unlimited resources across the board, with A2 Hosting. And for that reason, I wanted to, share this with you guys today. Um, A2 Hosting, as I mentioned before, has that 30-day money back guarantee. They have daily backups on their website. So again, that just protects, your website. Again, if you need to like migrate it somewhere else, or you have, issues, with it, it's really ideal, for that as well. And so again, get started today with your website by just, making your selection there. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to, drop a comment right below, message me right below, and I'll be sure to respond to you in a very timely manner. And also, what I'm going to do is link to my A2 Hosting WordPress review right below in the description. That way you guys can learn more about their web hosting today, learning about how to create websites using, their platform. So anyway, guys, I wanted to do this brief A2 Hosting review with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got value from it, again, hit the like button. I really appreciate your support on this channel. And that way I can produce future videos that you guys will be learning, lots in the way of creating WordPress websites online. So what I'm going to do in the very next video, guys, we're going to be going over how to create a WordPress blog step by step. So you definitely want to pay good attention to that to be able to benefit from it. Hit the subscribe button, and when I release it, you guys will receive it, and you'll be able to really enjoy learning how to create a WordPress website for free, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next. I hope you much success in your endeavors of creating websites with A2 hosting, and also much success in your business for 2020 and beyond. Take care.